mysterious market towns, now buried by the sands of time, thrived along the Silk Road as way stations for exhausted travelers. In the bazaars, goods were bartered, ideas and gossip exchanged, technologies discovered, and as many as 20 languages were spoken, which are now echoes of the past. There is always room for a quick snack of some delicious, locally grown vegetable or fruit, such as these roasted pumpkins or honeydew melons. Time-honored traditions of craftsmanship are still followed by the many artisans. Their crafts have been handed down for generations from father to son. China has long been home to many important inventions. Of these, the compass is among the most influential as it changed nautical history forever. Chinese alchemists also invented gunpowder. Genghis Khan shocked the besieged citizens of Samarkand and Bukhara when he conquered their fabled cities with his so-called flying fire cannons. This coppersmith creates household utensils which are not only useful, but decorative as well. His son is already busy at work, diligently following his father's instructions. These tea kettles have been handcrafted since time immemorial and grace many homes in Xinjiang. Every craftsman tries to develop his own design to set his creations apart from the competition next door. Wood carvers making bowls for daily use from solid pieces of wood. The process is simple and fast. In no time, a nice salad bowl is completed. Sesame oil is applied to make the wood shiny, and the bowl is ready to be sold. A few doors down, the papermaker is slicing and cutting the bark of mulberry tree branches to make pulp for a special paper. Paper making and paper money were invented in China, as well as typography. On the Silk Road, Chinese paper became an important commodity. Until the end of the 18th century, paper was made by hand in Europe, following traditional Chinese techniques. The handmade paper's texture is treasured by calligraphy artists. The nearby mosque is surrounded by fragrant rose gardens, which not only form a beautiful backdrop for the lovely dancers, but the roses are harvested for their ethereal oils, which are used in sensuous perfumes. Xinjiang produces the finest cotton in China and has a booming textile industry. A superhighway cuts across the desolate Taklamakan Desert, with bridges spanning the rivers from the icy mountains, which meander through the desert and eventually disappear into the endless wasteland of sand. A protective belt of desert-resistant trees and shrubs has been planted. The trees and shrubs are constantly irrigated, but the ferocious desert can only be temporarily stopped in its eternal quest to devour any man-made obstruction. The everlasting desert winds continue to blow the shifting sands across the superhighway, sometimes covering it completely with fine sand, like fresh fallen snow. It seems that only camels miraculously survive in this harsh environment. The vicious Taklamakan Desert has taken its toll on mankind, but now gives back.